Not all killers are as well known as Ted Bundy or John Wayne Gacy. Here are some more of the most twisted and shocking individuals you may never have heard of. Number 1. Katherine Knight. Katherine Knight became the first woman in Australian history sentenced to life without parole for one reason: sheer brutality. In 2000, Knight murdered her partner, John Price, by stabbing him at least 37 times. She then skinned his body with precision, hanging the pelt on a meat hook in the living room. Knight cooked parts of his body with vegetables and gravy, placing the meals on plates set at the table for Price's children. Authorities believe she intended to serve them their father for dinner. Police found her unconscious after a suicide attempt when they arrived at the gruesome crime scene. Number 2. The Monster of the Andes. Pedro Lopez, a Colombian serial killer, is thought to be one of the deadliest predators in history. Between the late 1960s and 1980, Lopez confessed to killing over 300 young girls across Colombia, Peru, and Ecuador. He lured children away from busy areas by pretending to be a friendly stranger before attacking and strangling them. Lopez buried his victims in mass graves across remote regions of South America. Authorities discovered dozens of bodies where he said they would, confirming his horrifying spree. Though convicted in Ecuador in 1980, he was shockingly released just 14 years later due to good behavior. His current whereabouts remain unknown. Number 3. The dating game killer Rodney Alcala seemed charming on the surface, even appearing as a contestant on the American TV show The Dating Game in 1978, right in the middle of his killing spree. Behind the charm, however, Alcala was a sadistic serial killer and rapist. Authorities believe he murdered at least 130 women and children between 1968 and 1979, though only a fraction could be proven. Alcala would lure victims by pretending to be a professional photographer, then torture them slowly, strangling his victims until unconscious, letting them wake up and strangling them again, dragging out their suffering for hours. Hundreds of photos of unidentified women and children were later found in his possession. His appearance as the winning contestant on The Dating Game will forever haunt viewers aware of his horrific crimes.
Say hello to Rodney Alcala. Rodney, come on and say hello. Congratulations, Rod, you did it.
Number 4. The Blood Countess. One of history's most sadistic figures was a Hungarian noblewoman who lived in the late 1500s. Elizabeth Bathory is believed to have tortured and killed up to 600 young girls. According to witnesses, she lured peasant girls to her castle with promises of work, only to subject them to horrific punishments. Victims were beaten, burned with hot irons, mutilated, and left to freeze to death. Legend even claims she bathed in the blood of virgins, convinced it would preserve her youth. Though her noble status protected her from execution, she was confined to her castle until her death in 1614. Number 5. Anatoly Onoprienko. Nicknamed the Beast of Ukraine, Anatoly Onoprienko was responsible for one of the most terrifying killing sprees of the 1990s. Between 1989 and 1996, he murdered 52 people, many of them entire families. Onoprienko would break into houses at night, shoot everyone inside, and then set the homes on fire to destroy evidence. He killed with cold efficiency, leaving behind scenes of devastation. Unlike many serial killers, Onoprienko didn't stalk his victims. He slaughtered indiscriminately, choosing homes at random. Arrested in 1996, he showed no remorse, calmly detailing his crimes to investigators. He was sentenced to life in prison, where he died in 2013. Number 6. The Soap Maker of Correggio. During World War II in Italy, Leonarda Cianciulli murdered 3 women in one of the most grotesque ways imaginable. Believing human sacrifice would protect her sons in the war, Cianciulli lured women to her home, killed them with an axe, and then dismembered their bodies. She boiled the flesh, turning it into soap, and mixed blood into tea cakes, which she gave to neighbors. Shockingly, people unknowingly ate the remains of her victims. When caught, she confessed in chilling detail, insisting the murders had been necessary. She spent the rest of her life in an asylum, dying in 1970. Thanks for watching.